Welcome to the Constella region, a region full of new Pokémon, adventures, and new companions to meet along the way. I'm Xavier,
And I'm Sylvan.
and let's go and explore what's new in the Constella region together.
Let's go meet your new Constella region Pokemon, shall we?
Let's start out with our grass starter. The designs changed quite a bit throughout the process of research, but after about 2 days we finally decided on not only the designs and the theme of the grass starters, but also the rest of these starters as well. The main theme for our starters here was the zodiac constellations, and as you know, there's 12 of them. We based our grass starter after the zodiac of Taurus, which is an earth element. Now, more on the starters, we also decided to go with a second theme for their final stages, which we'll talk more about when their respective evolution video comes out. The second theme had to do with where the region is based off of, and that's Greece. This wasn't our first option, as we just kind of came up with a region that wasn't really based off any real world place, but after doing some research we decided on Greece. Greece was the main choice, as the theme of the starters were the zodiac constellations, and as we all know, the Greeks were the ones that started the study of the stars. As the grass starter, we had of course wanted it to have some relation to a grass or leaves and not just the generic green calf. This was one of the harder ones to design, as we worked backwards with all of the designs for every starter, but at the end of the day we came up with this little guy as the grass starter for the Constella region.
This is your Constella region grass starter.
Caleaf, the calf Pokémon. While naturally energetic and playful, they are also quite clumsy, which can lead them into trouble, as their body can still pack quite a punch despite their size. Its leaf tail size is symbolic of its happiness, and the happier a Caleaf is, the larger its tail will grow.
Caleaf tend to live near the plains and forests near mountains, and eat from the tall grasses and small bushes that grow there. The elders of the large herds these Pokemon form act as the watchful eye for the youngest generation as they play. The shiny form of this Pokemon has been documented to be in the standard autumn colors, and if a shiny Caleaf is born into a pack, they are heavily guarded.
Moving on with the fire starter, this one took by far the longest to color and design, as we really wanted to give it an original feel for a small sheep Pokemon. The fire starter is of course based off Aries and also has ties with the whole fire type being a Chinese zodiac, so it worked out at the end of the day. We didn't want to cover it up with just red wool, so we decided that it will have some flaming wool as part of the designs. I was trying to mimic the colors and the style of the OG fire Pokemons. Since I've never really colored fire at all, this was quite the spectacle for me. All the color palettes I used for our original fakemons were actually derived from different types of Pokemons that we decided would be the nice colors for them. The designs were pretty simple for the starters, that we wanted to keep the cute factor that the starters have while making some unique ideas for not only starters but for the future Pokemon in the Constella region.
Here is your Constella region fire starter.
Cossinder, the small sheep Pokémon. These Pokémon are extremely popular for their cuteness, leading to them being underestimated as battlers. It takes great care of its wool, so petting it too much may lead to getting burned by its fire. Despite its flaws, it wishes to find trainers that treat it as an equal, deeming them worthy to be their Pokémon.
Cossinder live in the mountains, mostly going into the forests near them to feed with the strongest of the flock, acting as airborne protection for the weaker members. These Pokemon will emit heat similar to an oven when frightened or otherwise in trouble, blindsiding possible attackers with a blast of heat. The shiny form of this Pokemon appears to quite literally be the black sheep of the flock, and are usually abandoned by the flock they were born into.
And last but not least, the water starter. This was the easiest design just because it was inspired by a sea scorpion. The zodiac sign of the water starter is of course Scorpio, which is a water element in the zodiacs. The design wasn't too difficult to make, as we had a good amount of references of sea scorpions that we looked at and different body parts and forms. The part I had the most trouble with was keeping that cute factor while making sure it looked like a sea scorpion and the Pokemon at the same time. All the research we did paid off as these 3 starters look like they coexist as starters for the Constella region. This project was really fun to do and it challenged us to think outside the box a couple of times. Like I did mention before, we went through the starters about 3 to 2 times and changed their whole designs over and over again until we came up with what we have. Overall, I love how all the designs for the starters came out, and I'm quite happy with the coloring since I usually don't color, especially in the Pokemon design. Though I'm nowhere near being able to mimic the Pokemon style or coloring, I feel the more I make the fakemon for the Constella region, the more I'll start refining my designs and coloring in the Pokemon-esque style.
And here is your Constella region water starter.
Telsea, the sea scorpion Pokemon. The shell on its back acts like armor and can protect it even from small boulders falling on it. When attacked, it tends to call on its kin to help, and uses small rocks to strengthen their claws by crushing them. While its tail contains poison in it, it takes a while for it to take effect, and by then it is usually cured.
Telsea live in coral reefs located at some shorelines along the region, making their nests under large rocks or simply under the coral itself to avoid detection. Their shells have a reflective property and will often cause the water around them to glow a bright purple, leading humans to report strange lights around beaches. Due to the gem-like nature of their shells, shiny Telsea are highly regarded as precious by people and Pokemon alike.
Guys, thanks a lot if you stick around this long. It really means a lot to me and Silver, of course. We've been working on the idea for this region for over a year now, and we would love it if you could subscribe, like, and share so we can reach as many Pokemon fans as we can. I'd really love to grow my community, especially with Fakemon or art in general. And even if you're not a Pokemon fan and just like to see some art being made, give that subscribe button some love. What was your favorite design? What starter would you choose for the Constella region? And what would you have done differently in the designs? Please let us know down in the comments below. I would love to know what your feedback is on our region and of course our starter designs. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and hit that notification button as well. That way you can get notified whenever I upload my next art video. And if you're interested, come join my Discord server. It's all down in the description below. Thanks again, and I hope you have a great day.